Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Bastion. Today, we are trying out Valhalla, the cyberpunk bartender action game. I've been wanting to play this for a long time. I've actually been specifically saving this for when I wanted to get back into YouTube. So today, we're taking a first look. I have specifically not spoiled myself on this game, so I have no idea what to expect here. I'm going in just as blind as y'all are, but I've heard really good things, and the game is incredibly well rated. And I believe they have a sequel coming out soon as well. So let's hop into it. Sukeban Games. I'm not going to try and pronounce that one. Glitch City 2070X. A city that shouldn't exist. A tax haven where corporations and criminal empires reign supreme. In this place, all human life has been infected with nanomachines to keep them in check. Over them stand the... Oh, I spoke too slow. Crap. Over them stand the White Knights. Here, brutality in all its forms is an everyday reality. The quality of life for the non-powerful decreases at an alarming rate. For many, this can be overwhelming. Some devote themselves to their jobs, their families, or even their studies. Some look for ways to escape this place, and others just give up. But for many of them, the answer lies at the bottom of the glass. Whew, they are not playing around with that text speed. On a small road just seconds away from the main street, somewhere near the slums, you can find Hala, the BTC certified bard code Val. But that's a mouthful, so we just call it Valhalla. A small oasis in the middle of a concrete desert, a fountain of spirits waiting for tired souls. And it's here where the story unfolds. Alright, let's get into it. This game is best played getting comfortable. I'm as comfortable as I can get. Is it best watched being comfortable as well? Y'all get comfortable too. Let's do this. Was that in time with the music? Psst. Hey, over here. Ooh. How's that for an entrance? Come on, Joe, look sharp. The game's starting. The player needs a good first impression of its main character. I know you served a bunch of tuxedo-clad Corgis over the weekend, and the bar will eventually close. And I'll admit my little prank on you might have gone a bit overboard. But remember, life is 90% how you take it. Stay focused and look at the brighter side of things. That is such a positive outlook. I think I need to move my face, though. And we're back. Okay. First try. I tried a few different places, and I think this is going to be our best shot. So let's continue. See ya! So what parcel did we just get? Who is this Jill? Just a dream. There's something near the door. The parcel. Primera. Is that like a chimera? What does Primera mean? What language is that? Your membership to Shining Fingered will automatically renew on the 17th. Make sure your account has at least $800 by then. Make sure to save your data using the Life Backup app. You can now browse the Augmented Eye. That's a lot to take in. The 17th? Is that in 4 days? Am I reading that right? Welcome, Jill. So who was the letter from? Nobody. I don't trust that. So what's in here? Save. We can add apps eventually. Mass immigration continues as Wanderlanders are the newest threat. Cyborg and Heels returns next year. Alright. Well, nothing to do but go to work. Story of my life. Evening. Ah, hey there, Jill. Oh, hey, John. Rough, buddy. When will you admit you have a John face, Gil? When you let people call you Jules. Oh. Are you okay? You look distracted. Where's Boss? Don't know. She went out to buy some stuff and... Did you hear what I just told you? You said something? Yes, that you look distracted. Very, very distracted. Just thinking about stuff. About parcels, dreams. I have to pay rent by the 30th, which is always stressful, and... There's also the fact that I spent a full hour yesterday apparently talking to myself. Not to mention the fact that 2 days ago I found out the bar is at risk of closing. This is fine. Not only is my life being shaken up, I'm also going crazy. On top of that, neutering 4 left me with a completely empty wallet, and I'll get evicted if I miss rent again. And there are all the beer cans around my apartment, and... Jill! Did you say something? Oof, she's having a rough time of it. Of course that can work. Let's go through the basics, please. Please. Adelhyde, Bronson X, Power Word Delta, Karmatrine, and Flannerguide. If you can make a Piano Man, I'll skip the rest, but bear with me for a second here, okay? Let's start with the Sugar Rush. Look for the recipe using the navigation bar on the recipe book that'll show up at the top left. You can also sort drinks by flavors like sweet or types like manly. Drag the desired amount of ingredients from their cells on the right to the shaker in the center. And when done, press the mix button. Click the serve button or the drink itself to serve it, and that'll be all. So we're making a Sugar Rush. Okay, compress reset. Perfect. Go. I'm the one that went through the formal BTC instruction. Then this should be no problem. Alright, so... Use the navigation bar. What's the navigation bar? I feel... Aha, okay. Sugar Rush. 2 parts Adelhyde. 1 part Power Word Delta. And optional Karmatrine. We're not going to add the Karmatrine. The Piano Man is a lot of other things. That's an interesting way to do like an optional tutorial, right? Make this drink if you want the tutorial, and this one if you don't. Every drink here is priced at $500! Did I overshake it? Do they not like it? 2 Adelhyde, 1 Power Word Delta, and optional Karmatrine? All mixed. Let's try it with ice. I'm missing something. I was overmixing it. How do you overmix it? Here, happy now? It only took me 4 tries. All right, what's next? Some need to be blended. It's done by mixing it for over 5 seconds. Ah. So I was blending it. Got it. And in case it wasn't obvious, on the rocks means you have to toggle ice tab. Thanks. I don't know how alcohol works. It's not something you should mind, just a fun fact. A moon blast. These drinks sound so cool. Are these real drinks? Alright. 6 Adelhyde. 1 Power Word Delta, 1 Flannerguide, and 2 Karmatrine on the rocks and blended. It is a complex drink. No relation to the Hadron Cannon you can see on the moon for 1 week every month. What? Like the Hadron Collider, but they made a cannon on the moon? You did. Sorry to hold you. Let's get working. Yeah. Oh yeah, before I forget. You can make any drink big by doubling the amount of ingredients. But if the recipe already has over 10 ingredients, the drink is already big. Oh, and if the recipe says it uses optional Karmatrine, that means you can use none or fill it to the brim. Optional Karmatrine doesn't count towards making a big drink, of course. Karmatrine is the alcoholic factor in a drink. It doesn't change the taste, but the amount still has an effect. If you add too much of it, the client will get drunk faster, so please be mindful of that. Ah, so we can manipulate how drunk people get based on the amount of Karmatrine we add. That is a lot of exposition. Hey guys! Hey Dana. Oh, but eh? Who's that? I don't know. Found her while I was out shopping. Why bring her here? Well, it was either leave her outside at the mercy of society's finest or bring her unconscious body in here. Oh, she's unconscious. Perfect. She's gonna make a ruckus when she wakes up. That's for me to deal with. Or me to deal with, I guess. Is Dana like the boss? There are 2 of you. Believe in yourselves. Do you think Chief knocked her out? Dang. That's unlikely. She'd be crowing about her, taunting us if that were the case. And it's not like her to pick on such a small girl. At least not unprovoked. Yeah, you're right. We'll just need to keep it quiet. She seems to just be sleeping soundly, not comatose. Yeah. Let's make the night. I'll start working while you go clean the bathroom. Come again? Well, you spent the whole weekend and Monday doing God knows what. We've had some interesting clients come in. Dogs. Lots of them. You're joking. Gil, you've known me for how long now? Do I look like the type of woman that would make a joke like that? So, as punishment for leaving me to deal with all that on my lonesome, you'll be in charge of cleaning the bathrooms. Have fun! Fine, I see no problem. Where's the cleaning stuff? You brought that from home, didn't you? That I did. Why did I bring cleaning stuff from home? This model needs to have all of its 12 slots filled with songs before it can start. I wonder what was the logic behind that decision. Sounds like a good start. Smooth. Oh, that's what we've been listening to this whole time. That's odd. Am I gonna have to pick this every day? This sounds like something on Wii Sports. Beautiful. Let's just pick based on name. Oh, we don't have all of them. Interesting. Boom. Expertly selected. Let's go.
Hey you, give me a beer.
Oh, sure, right on it. Looks like quite the big guy, though. Yeah, what? How do I make a beer? Ah, I do have to make it. Adelhyde, 2 Bronson extract, 1 power word delta, 2 Flanergide, and 4 Carmatrine. The traditionally brewed beer has become a luxury, but this one's pretty close to the real deal. Here you go. 1 beer. No, this isn't gonna cut it. Give me a big one. Sure. Ooh. Oh, I messed up, everyone. Oh, she said big one. That's what they meant. Got it. So, double everything. Oh, crap. Whew. 1 large beer coming up. How about this one? Ah, yes. Now this one's fit for a man like me. You can tell by my mustache. You're lucky I was in a meeting close by. This hellhole could certainly use a presence like mine. Although, to be fair, work has taken me to worse hellholes. Like New Jersey the third? What kind of work do you do, mister? You're talking to Donovan D. Dawson, chief editor and owner of the Augmented Eye. Nothing gets published there without my blessing. Oh, dang. That's the people I owe $800 to, apparently. So you're the one to blame about the barrage of daily articles on Alice Rabbit, then. Hey, people love those articles. They love reading about that urban legend. Can you blame them? The idea of some wildcard hacker working for their own goals and nobody else's. That's the kind of corny shit that brings the clicks from all kinds of people. And clicks bring money. Money brings nice stuff. Stuff like cars and houses and plastic surgery for the missus and her kids. Well, I'm not complaining about the fact that you write about the hacker, just that you write about them every single day. Some of it isn't news, just speculations or copycats. I can't read your newspaper's daily feed without running into at least 1 article about Alice Rabbit. Well, first of all, I don't write about it, my interns do. The poor bastards think it'll help them make them full-time employees. I'm just capitalizing on this topic while it's popular. And second, you're tired of 1 article about a supposed hacker, but not all the daily stories about murders and all the other horrors? I always filter that section out. I don't want to start my day scared and bitter. I have just enough pressure and problems as it is. I don't need to add Glitch City's lovely citizens to the list. You're smarter than you look, kid. But if more people were like you, I'd go bankrupt from the lack of traffic. Still, maybe my job will be easier. How so? People get People get bored of a certain type of news if they keep seeing it repeatedly. When I started this job, it only took the news of some elderly woman getting killed to guarantee clicks. Now you need an elderly woman carrying a sick baby boy getting hit by a truck. Death's not enough. They need the full sob story behind it. That's why I like those urban legends. They're easy to write about. You can make up any shit you want. Spam them while they're hot, and even people like you, people who avoid the murder stories, will see them. And that brings me money. Like I said, money's good. I guess he has a point. What about the opinion columns? Aren't those a good source of traffic too? Oh, I hate those brats. They just write about how they're better than everyone else. They might also write about how everyone that likes a certain something should be sought. Excuse me? The worst part about it is they know half our clips come from them, so they get all diva-like on my ass. I think you're being a little bit too harsh. No, hey, I was thinking about another. Yeah, columnists on your page are annoying. See? The kid on the restaurant critique column, shit, I forgot that brat's name. Restaurant? I believe that's... that kid. Couldn't care less about his name. Anyway, his column is the least visited of the bunch. He has less hits than the obituaries. However, he still insists that I keep paying for his adventures to outrageous restaurants. I wouldn't have any problem with that if he actually wrote about half the places he visits. He rarely writes about the places the newspaper sends him to. I've even heard he tries to get free meals by proclaiming that he's a food critic. Poor bastard only gets laughed at when he says that. I do remember some guy coming in here asking for free drinks and saying he was a critic or whatever. They look like a fat child with a really small face. This guy is brutal. Jeez. Anyway, all this talk made me thirsty. Try to give me a beer this time, please. Coming right up. Alright. I don't know if he wants it big or not. I'm gonna assume he wants it big. Is this what being a bartender is like? Just terrified that you're never making the order right? Here you go. Ah, it's the big things that make life worthwhile. What about big troubles? Did I stutter, kid? Big troubles mean big money, right? So tell me, do you see many celebrities in this hellhole? Please stop referring to this place as a hellhole. If a place smells like soap and dog piss, I'm within my constitutional rights to call it a hellhole. I'm doing my best here, thank you very much! Thanks, Gillian. It was that. Nobody important. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hey! Hey, I heard that! Poor Gillian. Don't be offended by what I say, kid. I'm insulting the building, not you. You can think of it as a small hole in hell, rather than a hellish hole, if you like. Charming. So, celebrities. Nah, not really. At least not that I know of. Why? Well, to begin with, you have a serious VIP as a client, but I don't see you losing your shit. You're not making me feel special, honey. And second, because I'm always up for gossip regarding famous people. Especially the red carpet kind of famous. Those folks people pretend to love, but actually want to see fall from grace. What do you mean by that? Why do you think that gossip about famous people always sells? People pretend that they love celebs, but what they really want is to see their idols torn down to their level. They want to see them suffer, to get their comeuppance for daring to be so much more successful than them. Nah, I think it's just something everyone enjoys, but no one wants to admit. Well, you thought wrong. But even if you were right, it wouldn't change the fact that people love that kind of stuff. They want to escape their lives by living somebody else's. Sadly, I fail to see the appeal in that whole thing. Wait. But I'm living my life through yours right now, Jill. Meta. What do I care if this guy I saw in some random movie was wearing socks with sandals, or if they're dating God knows who? Granted, socks with sandals is practically public indecency. Pretty much. Oh please, as a bartender I bet you have a strong voyeuristic streak. Your kind always loves to hear that stuff. Just like hairdressers. That sounds hypocritical coming from you. Hey, even if that's the case, I don't sensationalize what people do. I'll make it more than that person you know from TV acts like a human. Sensationalize is the key word here. Just the other day I saw this committee judge bitching over what some girl was wearing to the store. No matter what you say, these people don't exist solely to entertain the public. This problem exists because they're the ones constantly cultivating the idea that they're perfect and untouchable. Going to exotic locales, dressing in elegant ways, indulging in every luxury they can think of. All that just leaves the public craving for those little moments when they make a mistake and fall to their level. Can't say that's a lie, but sometimes the crowd just wants to see they're human. Hey, that dude that plays the nice guy is indeed a really nice guy. Tom Holland, right? To be fair, the gossip articles don't help, sensationalizing everything. And it feels like they're instigating behavior that shouldn't even be acknowledged in the first place. You like your big words, eh, Brat? Well, two can play that game of... Hey, you're a bartender, right? No, I'm a lab rat hell-bent on world conquest. Sarcasm wastes my time, my money, and your energy. Refrain from using it. Wow. Okay, buddy. Anyway, I just realized the bartender like you must have heard quite a few stories in her career. Talk about changing the topic. What happened to the big words? Maybe. Wouldn't you like a column talking about those? I bet they would sell quite well. It would be like that priest who published confessionary stories and then got excommunicated and lynched. People usually tell me all this stuff because they know I'm just a simple bartender. A personal stranger of sorts. We could have you ghostwriting. Half of our staff do that. They do? You don't really think Lana Smithy is just one person, do you? Figures. Of course. Everyone's a ghostwriter. I have a ghost streamer who does my streams for me, so I get it. Eventually they'd know it's me and them blame me. Not only would that hurt us as a business, it hurt me. I really like hearing clients rant about their lives. Oh, and it would hurt the clients too, I guess. Well, if you ever retire, that offer is waiting for you. Yeah, like you'll remember 2 weeks from now. Sure thing, buddy. You want another drink, Mr. Donovan? Mr. Donovan. Mr. Donovan. Did I say something wrong? Not at all. I just really like the sound of that. Mr. Donovan. Mr. Donovan. Is it really that special? At work, everyone calls me Mr. Dawson or Boss. Boss is just a title. It's too impersonal and cold. It is? Mr. Dawson was my father and grandfather. It's too general. But Mr. Donovan, now that's more like it. Mr. Donovan. They're referring to me, to the man in front of them, not to my family, not to my position as boss, to me! Do you want your employees to get personal with you? Oh, God's no, but I want them to fear me, not because I'm their boss or the name appearing on their paychecks, but rather because I strike mortal dread into them. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to make everyone call me that. Oh yeah, you were asking something. What was it? Do you want another drink? Yes. But I need to cut myself off. I just remembered I have a night shift later. Give me something bitter and big, but not alcoholic. I need to wake myself up. Gotcha, boss! Alright. Bitter. It's in stars, 4 of each ingredient. Don't want that. Alright. Sunshine Cloud. How do I tell if it has alcohol? Pile driver. Is the Karmatrine what makes it alcoholic? Suplex. Grizzly Temple. I'm guessing it's the Sunshine Cloud because it doesn't have Karmatrine? But before we mix that, let's see. I just want like anything that says it's non-alcoholic. Hello? Non-alcoholic. It'll knock the drunkenness out of you. Also has optional Karmatrine. Okay, I think it is the lack of Karmatrine. Okay, bitter, big, and with no alcohol at all. It needs to be on the rocks and blended. Here you go. Pay me blue and call me Sue. You can actually do it. This will help me stay up late tonight. Say, kid, does this bar have any investors? You didn't call it a hellhole for the first time. There was some bloke named Sven that wanted to give us money if we stamped his face all over the place. But aside from that, no. These bars are pretty much like any fast food chain, so there's no local investors. Why? Just wanted to let you know how lucky you bastards are. Investors suck harder than my first wives. This is a family-friendly channel. Those bastards think they're so important because they put their money in the company. Well, that's... I mean, you give me money so you can make more. Let me do my thing and I'll give you your money. But no, they have to stick their noses and start changing the silliest of stuff. What good is it to be the boss if you still have to work for someone else? You still have to answer to unions, the government, and those kind of organizations, don't you? Yeah, but that's paperwork. I make somebody else do it and call it a day. These losers ask for meetings. They start talking about stuff they don't like, stuff they found offensive. And there's always that one guy or gal that says, hey, why don't you do what that other newspaper does? Recently, they told me that they needed more clicks. More clicks! And I make sure to keep that stuff spicy while still keeping production quality up, but it's never enough for them. Well, you know what? They want more clicks? I'll give them more clicks! I'll show them what happens when I do what they want and don't reject ideas. They'll know who the hell Donovan D. Dawson is. Should I be worried? At least he paid before storming off. I wonder what happened with Sven, though. We never heard from him again. Jill! Yes? What the hell happened in the bathroom? That kind of mess usually requires you to have thumbs. Crafty dogs, I tell you. You'd think their short legs would hinder them. The ceiling? The sinks? The toilets? The vents? Shh. You'll wake up Briar Rose over there. I won't forget this. Yeah. Oh, a client. This is where we're going to go ahead and end it for today. Thank you all for joining me. I had a blast. I hope you did as well. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Do you want to see more of Valhalla? Did you enjoy it? Do we want to see what other clients there are? What happened to Sven? And what Mr. Donovan is going to do to that poor news network? And who just is that Alice Rabbit? Well, we'll find out. Can't wait to see y'all next time. Bye.